This is a bit two-layer basically. One is an operation side, another is a security side basically. See, today you see the kind of transactions are taking place today. The digitization has taken place. India today is contributing to 48.5% of world transactions. 48.5 transactions. And in that, if you see UPI, it's basically a revolution. The kind of transactions are taking place, even a small amount which are taking place in the UPI. Just scan it, make the payment, 20 rupees, 50 rupees. So generating huge data. So what hackers are doing, they are doing a lot of things. And they try to attack, steal the money, but they need some place to deploy the data, to deploy the money. So what they are doing nowadays, they open fake accounts. They might have steal the data from one of the area and they opened a fake account with the bank and they deploy the money in that fake account. Or what is happening nowadays, even the legitimate account, they are trying to take over the legitimate account and use the legitimate account to transfer the funds. So these things are not only happening even in this scenario where they are hiring people who are having a legitimate account. They say, we give some commission to you, we use your account, we use the funds, and we transfer the fund to some other account. So these things are happening there. What they are giving commission, and if you talk about the daily wages and all these people, they are ready to do. They are ready to give their accounts. So such things are taking place in the current scenario, and it is becoming very difficult for the banks to actually detect these things. See, the transaction level is so huge, it is not possible for banks to actually, humanly it is not possible. So now what banks are doing, regularly what we have to do, the regular KYC need to be done on a priority basis. At every interval, there's a KYC need to be done. There should be a biometric intervention because without biometric, the KYC should not be done. The retina scan, when a customer is coming to bank for the KYC, retina can be scanned. You can actually use the government portals like Aadhaar and all. You link with Aadhaar enable, use those techniques so that you can actually update your KYC with the original data. See, so many things are happening nowadays. It is difficult for the banks to actually track from where the fund is coming, from where the fund is going. So you need an AI solution for that, so that it can actually monitor the large amount in a small bit is coming to an account, and suddenly the amount is going out from the network. So such kind of solution is required in the network to actually track the entire system. You need to have a fraud risk management solution wherein the moment transaction is taking place, an alert should come if this transaction is happening from some remote area which doesn't belong to the customer. Because suppose if I'm in Mumbai, I'm doing a transaction mostly in Mumbai, and suppose suddenly some transaction is taking place somewhere in Bangalore, the automatic alert should come. If this is not your area, whether you're doing this transaction or not. So such kind of things are required in the present scenario. And nowadays, if you see the government data itself, we have seen that the frauds which are taking, the cyber fraud is increased fourfold actually. And such kind of scenario for the banking system, like what Prashant Maliji said, detecting is a very difficult task actually. So there are multiple layers are there we need to implement. Fraud risk management need to be implemented. The data must be classified properly. Whether if we are not using it, those things should be disabled for the time being. And automatically, suppose if you get an alert, then the account should be freeze for a certain period of time, maybe for a temporary purpose it should be freeze. So multiple layers are there, but it is a very difficult task for the banking industry as a whole, because the way transactions are taking place in the mule account, particularly the elderly people you talk about, or the people who are daily wages, they have been targeted and used their account to deploy the funds and transfer the fund to outside. That is one major area, I think, and very difficult nowadays, which is happening.